Hi friends, this is Dr. Malai Sambasivam. We will discuss about Laplace transformation. First of all, let me give what is Laplace transformation. The definition of Laplace transformation. If f of t is a function defined in 0, infinity, then the Laplace transform of the function f of t is denoted by L of f of t, L for Laplace transformation, and it is defined as L of f of t is equal to integral 0 to infinity f of t into e power minus st dt. We call this integral value as capital F of s. That is, capital F of s equal to integral of f of t e power minus s dt under the limit 0 to infinity. Here s is greater than 0. Here the operator L is called the Laplace transform operator. Laplace transform operator. And second note is that limit s tends to infinity, f of s equal to 0. Let me discuss some fundamental properties, or we can say it is a standard results. Very fundamental result is that Laplace transform of 1, some constant, is nothing but 1 by s. The proof of this is, we know that the Laplace transform of f of t is equal to integral 0 to infinity f of t e power minus st dt. So this is the definition. Therefore, the function here is 1 given. So let me take 1, f of t as 1. So that is equal to 0 to infinity 1 into e power minus st dt as f of t equal to 1, which is nothing but integral 0 to infinity e power minus st dt. So simple integration is e power minus st by minus s. Limit is 0 to infinity. Now we will substitute the upper and lower values. Minus 1 by s into the substituting upper limit, it is e power minus infinity minus e power 0. It is equal to minus 1 by s into e power minus infinity is 0, e power 0 is 1. So minus into minus plus, so 1 by s. Therefore, the very fundamental result is that Laplace transform of 1 is nothing but 1 by s. The same proof can also be derived by using gamma integral. Let me recall what is gamma integral first of all. Gamma integral is Gamma integral says that integral 0 to infinity t power n minus 1 into e power minus st dt is equal to gamma n by s power n plus 1, s power n. But gamma n is nothing but n minus 1 factorial by s power n. So based on this gamma integral, if I take that Laplace transformation of 1 is nothing but, by definition, it is 0 to infinity f of t. F of t is 1 into e power minus st into dt. It is written as 0 to infinity, that 1 is written as t power 0 into e power minus st dt. Because t power 0 is 1, so let me express that by means of gamma integral, that is 0 to infinity t power 1 minus 1, that 0 I am writing it as 1 minus 1 e power minus st dt. So here given that 0 to infinity t power n minus 1 e power minus st is gamma n by s power n. So by gamma integral, I will be getting here n equal to 1. So gamma 1 by s power 1. Gamma 1 is nothing but 0 factorial by s. 0 factorial is nothing but 1. So 1 by s. So in both the methods, we have got Laplace transformation of 1 is equal to 1 by s. Based on this result, we can derive the Laplace transformation of any constants. Suppose Laplace transformation of k. By definition, it is 0 to infinity f of t. F of t is k into e power minus st into dt. So here it is k into 0 to infinity e power minus st dt. That is k into this value already we have evaluated, that is 1 by s. So it is equal to k by s. So Laplace transformation of any constant is equal to k by s. The same thing can also be proved by using gamma integral also. So one can try that. Let me take one more example based on this property, is that Laplace transformation of t. Earlier you have discussed Laplace transformation of one and constant, but here it is variable. So by definition, it is 0 to infinity f of t. F of t is t into e power minus st dt. To evaluate this, one can go for integration by parts, or just directly use gamma integral, which will be more convenient than integration by parts. T power 1, I am writing it as 2 minus 1 into e power minus st dt. That is equal to, using gamma integral says that 0 to infinity t power n minus 1 e power minus st dt is nothing but gamma n or n minus 1 factorial divided by s power n. So here I will be getting gamma 2 or 1 factorial by s power 2. That is 1 by s square. So the value of Laplace transformation of t is nothing but 1 by s square. Similarly, by extending the powers of t, Laplace transformation of t square will be 2 by s cube. The proof of the same thing is that let me use the definition of Laplace transformation 0 to infinity f of t is t square into e power minus st into dt, which is nothing but 0 to infinity t power 3 minus 1 into e power minus st dt. Why I express that power 2 as 3 mentioned? Because of using gamma integral is nothing but gamma 3 by s power 3. Gamma 3 is nothing but 2 factorial divided by s cube, which is nothing but 2 factorial is 2 by s cube. So in general, see that t power Laplace transformation of t is 1 by s square and Laplace transformation of t square is 2 by s cube. So in general, we get a Laplace transformation of t power n will be equal to n factorial divided by s power n plus 1. See here, t square, here s cube. So t power n, s power n plus 1. Similarly, if it is a Laplace transformation of t power n minus 1, the value will be n minus 1 factorial divided by s power n minus 1 plus 1, that is s power n. So like that we can extend the Laplace transformation of any function based on the definition of Laplace transformation. So in the next video, so let me prove more proofs and more problems. Thank you for watching.